ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः।
श्लोक नंबर 18। कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत्
कर्मण्यकर्म यः पश्येत्
कर्मणि च कर्म यः
कर्मणि च कर्म यः
स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु
बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु
स युक्तः कृत्स्न कर्म कृत् यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गम् नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि
कर्मण्यप्रवृत्तोऽपि
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः
निराशीर्यत चित्तात्मा
निराशीर्यत सिद्धात्मा
त्यक्त सर्वपरिग्रहः शरीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्नाप्नोति किल्बिषम् यदृच्छालाभसन्तुष्टः द्वन्द्वातीतो विमत्सरः समसिद्धावसिद्धौ च कृत्वापि न निबध्यते गतसङ्गस्य मुक्तस्य ज्ञानावस्थितचेतसः यज्ञायाचरत कर्म समग्रं प्रविलीयते ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतम् एव तेन गन्तव्यम् ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना Started from the shloka number 18 up to this shloka. Bhagavan Krishna presented the topic called Jnanam. Jnanam is the Jnanam which manifests in the Jnani. That is a topic. The vision of the Jnani or Jnanam is presented. This Jnanam, knowledge, the knowledge of what? The knowledge of I am Atma, Aham Brahma, Brahma Chaitanyam, which is Sharirat Vyatiriktah, Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vyatiriktah, Panchakosha Titah San, Avastatraya Sakshi, that is Aham Atma. Therefore, Atma and Anatma. In the beginning we do this Viveka. Atma, Anatma Viveka. Deha, Dehi Viveka. Because Atma Chaitanyam, Deha, the body, which includes the mind also, mind, they are Jada, Achetana. So body, mind, etc., these are Achetana, these are Anatma, and Atma, Chetanam, Chetana, Atma. The body, etc., they are subject to destruction, but Atma, Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dagati Pavakaha, not subject to destruction. Therefore, there is a clear difference. The Viveka, that understanding of the clear difference between Anatma Shariram and Atma, the Chetana, Atma which is Chetana, that having clearly understood, then dismissing Anatma as not me, that is the first stage. And the next stage is even Anatma is not there. That is the next stage. In the beginning, appreciating the two, Atma, Anatma. That is in the beginning. Then later, the next level of understanding, the knowledge is, that is the knowledge, that is what the Shastra teaches, that is negating the two. There is no really Anatma also. Anatma is also Atma only. Anatma is also Atma only. Anatma doesn't have separate existence. If Anatma has separate existence, then it will result in Dvaitam. Atma is there, Anatma is there. If two things are there, then you have to differentiate and understand. That in the beginning we have to give up Anatma Abhibhana, therefore we do this Viveka. After that, once we study Shastra and understand, the next level is we dismiss Anatma also as not as a separate independent entity. It is not independent. It doesn't exist apart from Atma. How can clay exist apart? How can pot exist apart from clay? How can a necklace exist apart from the gold? How can the bangle exist apart from Swarna, the gold? How can the table exist apart from the wood? So, what is the table, the chair, etc.? They are nothing but wood. Varieties of Abharanani, ornaments, they are nothing but gold. The gold, assuming the form of a necklace or assuming the form of a bangle, it has got a Nama Rupa. Assuming a form, it has given a name. The clay assumes a form and it is given the name pot. It is given the name jar. Clay being there, that alone being there is no separate entity called pot. The pot is dismissed. The pot is dismissed as what? As unreal, as mithya, doesn't have separate existence other than the clay. What is there is only clay. Pot doesn't have any separate existence. It has got utility. It is used to store water. Similarly, you cannot wear gold on your neck. Gold is malleable, so you convert, you give a form, you do certain decorations on it, convert that into a form, make it into a shape fit for wearing. But it is gold only. It is, but you think it is a necklace, as though it has a separate existence apart from gold. So what we are wearing is only gold. Even when you sell, you don't sell the necklace. What you sell is gold. The value for the gold only will be given. The necklace doesn't have any value at all. The shape, the form doesn't have any value at all. So therefore, when that is the case, then what about here in Atma, Anatma? The Atma doesn't undergo any change. This being there, the varieties of forms, what you see in the Jagat, they are nothing but they are Nama Rupa. Like the pot, it is just nothing but a Nama Rupa. Essentially, they are Atma. As you have Sarvatra Mrit Darshanam, as you have the vision of the clay when you see the pots, as you have the vision based on your understanding, you have the vision that it is gold alone that pervades all the ornaments. Similarly, it is the wood alone that pervades all the furniture. It is wood alone. It is made into different forms. Similarly, it is Eka Atma alone. This Advaita, Abeda, Advaya, Atma alone is in the form of this Prapancha, the Jagat, having varieties of forms. Forms are given names. This vision, this vision of the truth behind all the superficial plurality, that is called Sarvatra, that is called Darshanam, that is called Atma Darshanam, that is called Brahma Darshanam. As you have Swarna Darshanam when you see the ornaments, as you have Wood Darshanam when you see the furniture. Similarly, when you see the Jagat, the Jnani, when he sees a Jagat, he will have, he has, not he will have, he enjoys, he has Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam. That is a manifestation of the knowledge, the highest knowledge. So, he is absorbed in this vision. Therefore, there is no duality for this Jnani. The vision of the Jnani is alone presented in this shloka number 24. The man of this vision, the one who sees this Advaita Atma, in and through all the Dvaita Prapancha, that person is referred to by the word Brahma Karma Samadhi. That is Brahma Karma Samadhi. Samadhi means absorption. Mind is absorbed. The absorption is called Samadhi. When you see varieties of ornaments, your mind is absorbed in the forms. Your mind is absorbed in the shapes. But if you are a jnani with regard to the gold, you will have only Swarna Darshanam, you will be absorbed only in the gold. Similarly, here, this person, this jnani, he has got the Brahma Samadhi, that is, in spite of seeing the plurality, he doesn't lose sight of Brahma, which is the reality. Brahma Karma Samadhi, the jnani who is a Brahma Karma Samadhi, he is not carried away, he doesn't lose the vision of Brahma when he transacts with the world. It's transaction. He also operates, he also transacts with the world with all his karanas, the instruments, body, mind, senses. He does action, perform karma. He does perform karma for the sustenance of the body. Eating, walking, sleeping, all these are actions. But his jnanam, his nishtha is in jnanam, in the Atma. With nishtha in Brahma, with nishtha in Atma, is absorbed, its absorption in Brahma, he performs the karma, not touched by karma. How can he be touched by karma when he sees everything as Brahma alone, Ishvara alone? Therefore, only for the Jnani we say Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, not only for the Jnani. That is the vision Jnani enjoys. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, that is the teaching. Satyam, the truth is Brahma. The Jagat is Mithya. Mithya means not Tucham. Mithya means that doesn't have separate reality, doesn't have independent reality. The reality of the Jagat is not, it's not substantial. It owes its reality to the Adhisthana Brahma. So in this shloka, Bhagavan Krishna presents the vision of the Jnani. And the most important, the karma, it's a Vedic karma, which is performed with Agni always. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna presents the vision of the Jnani through this, the karma, the Agni karma. Every karma, the Nitya Naimitika karma, they all involve Agni. As even as a brahmachari, he performs Samhita Danam, Agni. Grihastha, Agnihotra karma is there. So at every level, every ashrama, Agni karma is there. Karma action involves karakas. Karaka meaning Kriyanvayi karakam. In Vyakaranam, we have seen that by which the action is accomplished. That is called the karaka, the factors of action. There are six factors: karta, karma, karana, sampradana, apadana, adhikarana. This karakas, whatever Sanskritam name is, that is best. English translation will not be proper. Karma will, English is called accusative, nothing to be accused, nobody to be accused. Karma means the object. Karta is a subject. Karana is the means of performing the karma. How you perform the karma, the means. It could be your body or mind or sensor, or it could be your attitude, or it could be the wealth, it could be anything. That is karanam. Sampradhanam, the purpose of performing the karma. To whom you perform the karma, offer the karma, the ahutis, and where it is performed, and how this ahutis goes from the Yajnakunda to the Devata. So all the karakas are involved. And the performer is the Yajamana. On behalf of only all the Vedikas, they perform the karma. So, as a simple ritual, if you take all these karakas are involved. Any karma, not only this Agni karma, the ritual, Vedika karma, any karma involves karaka. Even a Laukika karma, any Laukika karma also involves karaka. Karma means karakam. No karma possible without karaka. Karma requires karakam. Karakam is not there. Where? For whom? That is only for the jnani. And that is what is presented in this shloka. When karaka will not be there, for the jnani, the karaka is also dismissed. It is mithya. Karaka is dismissed. It's called karaka upamardhanam. You can dismiss the karaka. The karakas can be nullified, can be dismissed as mithya only in the wake of knowledge. That only jnani can do, and the vision of the jnani is what is presented in this 24th shloka. For jnani, it is all the karakas are mithya. Karta itself is, the kartrutvam itself is burnt by the knowledge. Jnanagni dagda karmana. Jnanagnina, that kartrutvam because of avidya. Jnanam removes avidya. Therefore, kartrutvam also goes away when karta is not there. Karta is a prime factor in karaka. Karta is a prime factor. Centered around karta only, all the other karakas are present. Karta, therefore, karta not there. If you want to conquer a kingdom, what you have to do? You have to capture the king. Everything is around the king. Similarly, here also, everything is around the karta. So, remove the karta, destroy him, not physically. Remove the kartrutvam, all the karakas, they fall apart. Kartrutvam is dismissed by jnanam. He says everything as Brahma, sarvatra Brahma darshanam, everything being Brahma, Atma being Brahma, Karta is Brahma, the karma is Brahma, Karana is Brahma, Sampradana is Brahma, Apadana is Brahma, Adhikarana is Brahma. Even the Shashti Vibhakti, even though it's not a Karaka, but still the Sambandha, that is also Brahma. Everything is Brahma. All the Karaka Vibhaktis, everything is Brahma. How can the all-pervading Brahma really can do any karma? Therefore only we say Jnani doesn't do any karma. Therefore only we say, if at all, if you see him doing karma, it is only karma abhasa. Abhasa means semblance. Not Tamil abhasa. Abhasa is semblance of karma, not really karma. It is negated by jnanam, negated as mithya. Therefore only karma doesn't bind a jnani. Here, the ritual is given and the varieties of karakas are presented here. Brahmarpanam, arpanam, arpanam is that which is offered, that which is offered. Brahmarpanam. The word arpanam has got different the meanings. Brahmarpanam, you can give the meaning of the Brahmarpanam also means the karanam, the instrument through which the oblations are offered. Karane lut pratyaya. So Brahmarpanam is that by which the oblations are offered, like ladle, the spoon, etc., by which you offer the oblations, agutis into the Agni, which is kindled in the Agni Kunda, the Yajna Kunda. That is Brahma. So the Yajamana, the performer is Brahma. He takes the wooden spoon, that is Brahma, and offers oblations into the Agni. So Brahma offers oblations, which is Brahma. And the Karanam is the wooden spoon, that is Brahma. Yajamana is Brahma. Then, and what is offered? Avis is offered. Through the ladle, the avis is offered. That is also Brahma. Into which it is offered? Brahma Agnau, Agni, Agnau, Saptami, Vibhakti, Adhikarana. Into the Agni it is offered. That is also Brahma. Avis is offered. Avis is taken through the ladle and it is offered into the Agni, which is in the Agni Kunda. And the Yajamana, the offerer, that is also Brahma. Brahmana Hutam. Hutam, by whom it is Hutam, the Agudi is offered. That Yajamana is also Brahma. And to whom it goes that offering, the oblation. Brahma, it is Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. That Gantavyam, that Praptavyaha, the Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. Tena is Yajamanena. Tena Yajamanena Praptavyaha. Tena Yajamanena Brahma Karma Samadhina. Brahma Karma Samadhi referring to this person, Yajamana, is absorbed in with Brahma, Brahma Jnanam, Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam, Samadhi, that is absorption, that is by the Jnani. Brahma Karma Samadhina is equal to Jnanina Ityartaha, by the Jnani who has a vision, the Brahma Darshanam, Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam. So, Tena Gantavyam, Brahma Eva Tena Gantavyam, that alone to be gained, Praptavyam. So, the Yajamana who is Brahma takes avis, that is Brahma, by his ladle, that is Brahma, offered that into the Agni, that is Brahma, and the result of and the Yajamana is other karakas are not mentioned. We can add to whom it is offered, that is Brahma, where it is offered, that is Brahma, Agni is given, and this it is taken by the Agni Devata to the respective Devata, that is also Brahma, not given, we have to supply. So everything is Brahma. This is a vision of the Jnani. The vision of the Jnani is presented. He has got Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam. So Arpanam Brahma, what is offered is Brahma, and into which it is offered that Agni, that is Brahma, and then Aguti offered by the Yajamana, that is Brahma, and the Avis, that is also Brahma. Brahma Karma Samadhina, by the Jnani, who is absorbed in this vision, Brahma Karma Samadhina, by which what he is to gain is, that is also Brahma. That is, if this is taken as a karma, the karma palam also is Brahma. So everything is Brahma. Where is karma? Karma palam. Everything is resolved in this knowledge, Brahma iti. So therefore, Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam. That is the the idea. So this Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam, a karma when it is done, it gives palam, Swargaloka palam, or here itself some palam is there. What is the palam for this Brahma Karma Samadhina? Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. That is absorbed in this jnanam, that nishtha, the Brahma nishtha, that is a palam. Not that he wants to enjoy the palam, he is already absorbed in that knowledge. So, really the palam is, karma is Brahma, therefore karma palam also Brahma. It means everything is Brahma. Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam. The vision of the Jnani. What is the vision? He sees himself everywhere. What is he? Agam Brahma. That Brahma alone is this Jagat, in the form of this Jagat. Agam Brahma. Agam Brahma means not only that Brahma, Atma, which is confined by this Sharira Upadhi. Shariram also dismissed. The Shariram as with the Sharira Buddhi, one cannot say Agam Brahma. With the Sharira Abhimana, one cannot say Brahma. Shariram is also dismissed in the wake of Jnanam as Mithya. The Jagat is also dismissed as Mithya. Dismissing Jagat, he sees Brahma. Dismissing Shariram, he sees Atma. That Atma is Brahma. There is no difference between Atma and Brahma. It is Ekam Chaitanyam, Eka Sambhit, Na Vidyate, Swayam Prabha iti. That is the vision a Jnani has. So with this shloka, Bhagavan Krishna concludes the topic of Jnanam. Even though this shloka is chanted before food, but the vision is what is important, that is presented. Because this shloka says what is offered, by what it is offered, into which is offered, and Yajamana is there. Therefore, while eating, the purpose of chanting this before eating is the eating karma also should be looked upon as the eating karma, that also should be looked upon as should be looked upon with this vision. The eating, generally eating, it is done with the desire. It's a bhoga. For a jnani, that is also the eating is who really eats. Being Brahma, Brahma eats Brahma. Brahma eats Brahma, by Brahma, for Brahma, to Brahma, in Brahma. Everything is Brahma. So when this knowledge is there, when this vision is there, every action will become an aradhana of the Brahma. So to bring in this idea, this vision while eating, to entrench this vision, that is the purpose of chanting this before bhojanam. Otherwise, in the process of eating, we will forget. If we are a sadhaka, we will forget the vision. Therefore, before we eat, we chant this. While eating, we are engrossed in eating. Even though we are engrossed in eating, we need to remember this vision, have this vision. That not just you are an enjoyer. Tasting the food, enjoying, that is one thing. It is fine. Appreciating the quality of the food is fine. But the vision should not be missed. That is why for sadhakas, who chants this, only those who are in the Vedika Sampradaya, those who are sadhakas, they only chant. Not ordinary people. For them, eating is a bhoga, is a bhoga karma. Like any other enjoyment, this eating is a bhoga karma. For sadhaka, this is also a sadhana. This eating also becomes a sadhana. So any karma you do, have this vision, backed up by this vision, you do karma. That is why it is. That is why it is chanted. It is the reason. As we have seen before, what is sadhya for the jnani, that becomes a sadhanam for the sadhaka. So this is the vision of the jnani. The vision of the jnani becomes a means for the sadhaka to have that vision, to gain that vision. So that is why it is chanted before bhojanam. Otherwise, there is no reason it should be chanted. It is for the purpose of entrenching this vision deeply into our mind. Therefore, only it is chanted before bhojanam. So, with this, the topic of jnanam is completed. From the next shloka, Bhagavan Krishna is going to do jnanastuti, praise this knowledge. Starting from the next shloka up to the shloka number 34, Jnana Stuti. And also he presents, while he does Stuti, the praise, he prescribes various sadhanami, sadhanas. This the name for all the sadhanas as given by Krishna is yajna. So sadhana is named as yajna. Different types of sadhanas, different types of yajnas are there. Japa yajna, pranayama yajna, we talked about here. Then upavasa yajna, many yajnas are talked about. These yajnas, these are the sadhanam for gaining this vision. So jnana stuti and jnana sadhanani. That is the topic of the shloka from 25th onwards. We will read the next shloka, number 25. Devameva pare yajnam
दैवमेवापरे यज्ञम्
yoginah paryupasate
योगिनः पर्युपासते
brahmagnava yajnam
ब्रह्माज्ञावपरे यज्ञम्
yajnenaivopajuhvati.
यज्ञेनैवोपजुह्वति
So yajnam, the word is there. Yajna we call only for that kriya where Agni is involved. Yajna, yaga, yajna, homa. But here, Bhagavan Krishna uses the word yajna as this for the sadhanam, for the different types of sadhanam. There is no really the Agni karma here. Here, the yajna as a sadhanam for chitta shuddhi. Sadhanam for chitta shuddhi. So, if that is so, then every karma can be converted into a sadhanam for chitta shuddhi, even including eating also, eating karma, eating action. Eating, walking, any karma can be converted into a sadhanam, can be converted into the means for our spiritual growth by gaining chitta shuddhi. How? You have to bring in Ishvara in every karma. Looking upon the karma as an yajna, when you say yajna, you will have a reverential attitude. When you invoking the Lord, you do the karma. Agam Vaishvanaro Agnihi. In 15th chapter, Bhagavan Krishna says, that is, when we offer annam into our udaram, in the stomach, there is Vaishvanara Agni. There is the Agni is there in the stomach. The Lord alone presents in the form of the Vaishvanara Agni, that to him you offer the annam. That is yajna, the sadhana. So eating itself can be looked upon as a sadhana, as a yajna. Studying Shastram, that is also yajna. In fact, that is highest yajna. Ritam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. In Taittiriya Upanishad, the Swadhyaya, the study is praised. Study of Shastram, listening to the Shastram, Shravanam, Mananam. It is the highest yajna. It's called Jnana Yajna. It's called Jnana Yajna. Gita Jnana Yajna. It was Chinmayananji who spread this in the beginning. Yaga, Gita Jnana Yajna. All over the India, he spread this Gita by conducting Jnana Yajna. The study of Shastram for gaining Jnanam as Yajna. That is Jnana Yajna. Similarly, even breathing also. Pranayama, that is also is looked upon as Yajna, Sadhanam. So, all these are Yajna. Even Puja. Puja also is a karma. Puja also, the purpose of puja is, the ultimate purpose of puja, japa, all this should take one to jnanam. Jnanam alone takes you to the Lord. Or jnanam is the Lord. Who is the Lord? Jnanam is the Lord. So, puja, etc., all these are the parampara sadhanam, indirect sadhanam. But sakshat sadhanam is jnanam. So, all the sadhanams are only the preparatory for this jnana sadhanam, that is study of Shastram. And jnanam is Ishvara. So for Ishvara, you do jnana sadhanam. For jnana sadhanam, all the other are parampara sadhanam. So therefore, whatever the karma we do, kriya we do, Sandhya Vandanadi karma, Agnihotradi karma, Shraddha karma, etc., all this karma, puja, etc., puja, dhyana, yatra, pilgrimage, holy bath in the rivers, all these are meant finally to take us to Jnanam. If it doesn't take to Jnanam, then these cease to become a sadhanam. It gains the status of being a sadhanam only when it takes to Jnanam. So here, Bhagavan, he enumerates varieties of Vijnana. It is Yajnam. First he takes the first he takes the Devam eva apare yajnam yoginah paryupasate. That is yajnam. Devam apare yajnam yoginah paryupasate. Brahma agnava pare yajnam yajnenai upajupati. In this shloka, it takes the in this shloka, he takes the yajna. He calls that sadhana as the yajna by which Devam yoginaha paryupasate. Paryupasate is worships. Paryupasate is worships. Yoginaha, yogis. Yoginaha means yogis. But here we have to take the meaning of the word yoginaha to be the performer of the karma. Therefore, karminaha. So, karminaha paryupasate means paritaha upasate. Karminaha karma kurvanti ityartaha. Karminaha, that is, karminaha means karma yogis. That is why the word yoginaha is karma yogis. They perform karma. Karminaha karma kurvanti. What karma? That is yajnam, that is yagam kurvanti, acharanti. Yoginaha karma kurvanti. Daivam eva apare yajnam yoginaha paryupasate. Apare means some yogi, some karmis. Daivam eva yajnam paryupasate. They worship the deva. They worship the deva. They worship the gods. They worship the gods. Different gods are there. That is, gods with Ishvara with different forms. Ishvara with different forms. So to the forms, they do perform worship like Abhisheka, Naivedya, Aradhana, all those are the expression of your bhakti towards that Lord. The Navavida bhakti is that all these are a yajna. The karminaha upasate, paripasate, they do the karma of this puja kriya to those devatas. That is upasana is looked upon as a sadhanam. It is a upasana. It is a upasana, then that is a sadhanam, looking upon the murti as the reality. For the bhakta, it is reality. They do all the upasana. So yoginaha, karminaha, yajnam, that is sadhanam, daivam, paripasate. They perform the worship of the Lord. Apare means daivam eva apare. Apare yoginaha means some yogis. Some yogis, they perform the worship of the Lord. They perform the worship of the Lord, either Kayika or Vachika or Manasa. Either Kayika, Vachika or Manasa. More than Kayika, Manasa is superior. So, therefore, they do perform worship of the Lord. Brahmagnava pare yajnam yajne naivopa jugvati. Apare, here also apare, some others, yajnam, that is yagam, they perform how Brahmagnav Yajnana into the Agni. They offer, they perform Agni Karma. They perform Agni Karma, offering agutis into the Agni. So therefore, this puja, etc., the puja, homa, the kriya, all these are Devam Yajna. That is the Vedika rituals like Sandhya Vandanadi, the Samitadhanam, Agnihotra, through which varieties of devatas are invoked and the devatas are offered. The devatas are offered worship. So that is the yajna, ritualistic yajna. That is the second sadhana. The first sadhana is, that is Devam yajna. So first sadhana is worship of the lords, different lords, invoking them in different murtis, different forms. Yogis offer worship. The second one, through the varieties of rituals, the devatas are invoked and to them worship is offered. These are the two types of the sadhanam. The first sadhanam is invoking the Lord in a form and offering worship. And the second one is invoking the Lord in the Agni, in the ritualistic Agni, not any Agni, in the Agni which is kindled in the Agni Kunda, and offering Aguti into the Agni, through the Agni you are offering it to the Devata. Devatas are invoked. You are offering that to the Devata. That is the next sadhana. So two types of sadhana performed by different types of people. Apare yoginaha devam paripasate. That is the first sadhana. Then apare other people yajnana brahmagnav upajugvati. In the Agni, that is brahmagnav. Brahma is the Agni. Brahmagnav. Brahmagnav is Brahma is Paramatma, Ishvara. Devam ityartaha in this. In this, can take Brahma to be the Paramatma. To Paramatma, they offer worship. How? By performing the Agni Kriya, Agnihotra, the Kriya. The Samitadhanam or Agnihotra, the Karma, this is also a sadhana. The means for gaining Chitta Shuddhi. That is a sadhana, that is a mode of worship, form of worship. Even though we say it as Nitya Karma to be done, why we say Nitya Karma also? Why we say Nitya Karma is, if we don't do whatever Papa we have accumulated, that will not be neutralized. It will remain there, and that may come as an obstacle in our pursuit of Jnanam. Therefore, only to neutralize that, it is deemed as Nitya Karma, to be performed karma. To be performed. So therefore, two types of sadhana being talked about in this shloka. The next shloka we will read. In the next shloka, two more yajnas are presented. And the yajna in the form of Indriya Sanyama. Indriya Sanyama, and that is the first sadhanam. We will read. Shrotraadhinindriyan yanye
श्रोत्रादीनीन्द्रियाण्यन्ये
Nayamagnishu jukhvati
संयमाग्निषु जुह्वति
Shabdadin Vishayananye
शब्दादीन् विषयान्यन्ये
Indriyagnishu jukhvati
इन्द्रियाग्निषु जुह्वति
Shrotradini Indriyani Anye means Anye Yoginaha Karminaha. We have to take Sadakaha, the Sadakas. Anye Sanyamagnishu. Sanyama is Sanyama. Samyama, Sanyama. Sanyama is withdrawal, mastery. That's called Sanyama. Sanyama, that is Dhamma. When it comes to Indriya, the restraint is called Dhamma. When it comes to mind, the restraint is called Shama. So Shama and Dhamma. So here, Shrotradini Indriyani, Anye, others, Sanyamagnishu, into the Agni, and the Agni is Sanyama. Not literally the Agni, into the fire of that restraint, the mastery. As I told, it is not literally the physically the fire is there into which you offer oblations. Here it is the sense control, the sense management that you offer as an oblation into the Sanyama, which is looked upon as Agni. This is also an Agni, this is also a ritual. This is also a ritual, like a ritual. As a sadhana, like any other karma as a sadhana, the ritualistic karma as a means for gaining certain ends. Similarly, here, this also looked upon as a karma. Figuratively, it is presented as Agni karma. Not really Agni, no Agni is involved, but it is looked upon as Agni. The Agni karma is Agni. The Vedic karma involves Agni. Agni purifies everything. So therefore, it is looked upon as an yajna. That is why we use the word yajna. But here we use the word yajna in the meaning of sadhana. Therefore, as a sadhana, you offer the sense control, the sense mastery, withdrawal of the senses into the Sanyama. Sanyama is restraint. So it is not suppression of the sense organs. Suppression will cause more damage. Will cause more damage than indulgence. So it is not suppression, it is mastery over the sense organs. When your priority is clear, when you have clear goal, clear understanding, then you will go for mastery over the sense organ. You will not go after the sense organ, whereas you will go for mastery over the sense organ. You will not be dictated by the sense organs. You will make the sense organs follow you. You will make the sense organs your obedient servants. Therefore, the idea here is Indriya Nigraha. That is a sadhana. Indriya Sanyama, Indriya Nigraha. Mastery over sense organ. That is called Dhamma. Dhamma is a self-discipline. It is not enforced by external thing. It is self-discipline. That is looked upon as the yajna. That is looked upon as a yajna. It's a figurative presentation. In the yajna, you offer aguti. Here, what you offer into the Agni Kunda, that is comparable to the sense organs. What you offer is the Vishaya, Indriya Vishaya, not any Indriya Vishaya. You offer in a regulated way. That is not making the sense organs go after the sense objects. You have say over the sense organs and allow the sense objects which are allowable to have contact with the sense organs. That is the yajna. This is the yajna by which what is accomplished? The sense organs which are naturally paranchikani within that swayambhuhu, as we saw in Kathopanishad, which when indisciplined, it will run after sense objects. That is disciplined. Therefore, this is the yajna, Indriya Sanyama Yajna, otherwise called Dhamma Yajna. We can call it as Dhamma Yajna. It is called Dhamma. Dhamma is the mastery over sense organs, Dhamma. So all these are the sadhana. As I told, sadhana is for cultivating the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. The sadhanas are, in the language of Gita, it is presented from the shloka 25 onwards. Second line, Shabdadin Vishayan Anye. Anye means Anye Yoginaha, Karminaha, Sadakaha Ityartaha. What they do? Shabdadin Vishayan Indriyagnishu Jugvati. The previous one is Dhamma Yajna. Here it is Shabdadin Vishayan Indriyagnishu. Even what you offer into the Indriya, that is Indriya Vishaya, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, 5 Indriyas are there, 5 sense objects are there. Each sense organs, they are after each sense Vishaya. So, not allowing the sense organs to be overindulged, that is Dhamma. Here, it says, what you offer into the sense organs, that you look upon as an yajna. Like you feed yourself, annam. Similarly, you are feeding the sense organs. You are feeding the sense organs. How? By Shabdadin Vishayan. Shabdadin Vishayan are looked upon as the Aguti, which is offered into the Agni Kunda, in which there is fire, and the fire is Indriya. Therefore, Indriya Agni. So the sense organs are the Indriya Agni, which is in the Homa Kunda, the Agni Kunda, into the Kunda, and that you offer. How many these fires are there? It is Sapta Agni, we have seen in Mundaka Upanishad. Here also we have 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 tongue. 7 are there into the 7 flames. 7 flames are there into which you offer these Indriya Vishaya. Sapta Pranaha Prabhavanti Tasmat. We have seen in Mundaka Upanishad. So, to the eyes you offer this Varna and Rupa as the Aguti. To the ears you offer the Shabda as the Aguti. To the tongue you offer taste as the Aguti. To the skin you offer touch as Aguti. To the nose you offer Gandha as the Aguti. So, whatever you do, don't whatever the Vishayas you enjoy, don't enjoy as the Bhoga, you look upon as an Yajna, as an offering. How much reverential attitude you will have towards an Yajna Karya, which is performed in the Yajnashala, the same attitude one has to bring in the absorption of Indriya Vishaya by the Indriyas. That is the idea. Therefore, it is looked upon as sadhana. It is aradhana. It is worship. So, Shabdadin Vishayan Anye Indriyagnishu Jugvati iti. This is the 4th sadhana. So, 4 sadhanas are prescribed. The first one is Ishvara sadhana or Deva Upasana, any Devata. Second one is, it's a ritual, Agni Karya, Agni Yajna. The third one is Shama, the Dhamma Yajna, that is Indriya Sanyama Yajna. The fourth one, the last one is where you look upon the offering of Indriya Vishya into the Agni also as Yajna, as a you offer you don't offer, you don't, even in Agni Karma, literal Agni Karma, you don't offer all the ahutis in one shot. You offer with reverence, you offer in a measured way. Similarly, here also, Indriyas are there, Indriya Vishayas to be off, Indriya Vishayas to be offered reverentially and limited way, measured way, so that it doesn't overpower you. That's what Dhamma talked about in the beginning. Dhamma as a sadhana, and the next sadhana is this sadhana. Then the next one is the next sadhana, which talks about having talked about Deva Yajna, then Brahma Jnana Yajna, then Indriya Sanyama Yajna, Vishaya Bhoga Yajna. Now comes this Sanyama Yajna, Atma Sanyama Yajna, that is performed by the pranayama. Sorry, not pranayama, prana karmani. Next one is Atma Sanyama Yajna, that is mind. That is called Shama. We will read that. Atma Sanyama Yoga, that word itself is there in the shloka. Sarvani Indriya Karmani
Sarvani
Prana Karmani Chapare
Karmani chapare
Atma Sanyama Yoga Gnau
Atma
Samyama yoga
Yoga
Jyoti Jnana Deepite. Bhagavan Krishna himself names all the yajna. In the shloka itself, the names of the yajnas are there. This yajna is Atma Sanyama Yajna. Yoga Gnau. That is Atma Sanyama Yoga, which is the Agni. So Atma Sanyama Yoga. The first one is Devam Yajnam. Devam Yajnam is Deva Yajna. And second one is Brahma Agnav Yajnam, that Brahma Jnana Yajna, that Brahma Jnana Yajna. Then third one is Indriya Sanyama Yajna. Sanyamagnishu. Sanyama is the Agni, therefore Indriya Sanyama Yajna or Sanyama Yajna. The second one is Indriyagni. Indriya is the Agni. Therefore, there it is Vishaya Yajna. Indriya Vishaya Yajna or Indriya Bhoga Yajna. It's a sadhana. So 4 sadhanas. Now here, the next one, next shloka, the 27th shloka, where the sadhanam, the yajna, what is talked about is Atma Sanyama Yajna. Atma Sanyama means Shama. In simple words, Shama, as we have seen in Tattva Bodha. Mano Nigraha, that is Atma Sanyama. Sanyama is a word used by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutra. Sanyama. It is mental discipline. Shama, the Dhamma, and then Shama. Now Shama. Dhamma talked about. Now Shama. Sanyama, Atma Sanyama. Atma, the meaning of the word Atma is, here it is mind. The word Atma has to be explained depending on the context. Here Atma is not Sachidananda Atma. Here Atma is not even reflexive pronoun. Atma is not, doesn't mean body. Atma can also mean sense organs, but that is not the meaning of the word Atma here. Atma Sanyama is Atma meaning mind. Mind, we don't translate Sanyama as control. Mind management, that is Shama. So, Sarvani Indriya Karmani. Sarvani Indriya Karmani, that is Sarvani Indriyani, that is Jnani Indriyani. Indriya Karmani means Karma Indriyani. Sarvani Karma Indriyani. So, all the Indriyas, whether it is Jnani Indriya or Karma Indriya. Pancha Jnani Indriyani, Pancha Karma Indriyani. So, Pancha Jnani Indriyani, that is, which does the job of Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, and Pancha Karmendriyani performs each Indriya performing each action. Vagpani Padapayu Upastha. So therefore 10 Indriyas, Dasha Indriyani. Dasha Indriyani, what will happen if it is not within your fold, if it is not civilized, not cultured, what will happen with the Dasha Indriyani? Then it will destroy the master. Atmanam Pratinam Viddhi Shariram Ratamevatu. In Kathopanishad we saw only with the Indriyas under your Indriya is under your fold, your control, then only the Yajamana, the master, can take his chariot and he also can reach the destination safely. So 10 Indriyas, if they behave unruly, then what will happen to the master? He will get destroyed in the journey itself. Therefore, Dasha Indriyani. So Dasha Indriyani, then Prana Karmani. Prana Karmani referring to this Pancha Pranaha, Prana Karmani. Cha Apare. Apare means others. So this Indriyani, the Dasha Indriyani, then the 10 sense organs, Atma Sanyama Yogagno. First we will see Sarvani Indriya Karmani, 10 sense organs, Dashi Indriyani, it is offered into the Agni. The Agni is Atma Sanyama, that is the Shama, the mental discipline. So this 10 Indriyas are offered into the Agni. It means the Indriyas are controlled, the Indriyas are managed by the discipline called Sanyama. And that is looked upon as the Agni, as the Sadhanam, the Yajna. So here the Sadhanam is managing the Indriyas. That is Sadhanam. If Indriyas are not managed, then the very purpose of the Sadhanam itself is get defeated. What is the Sadhanam we are doing? Sadhanam we are doing for the purpose of getting Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhyartham eva the Sadhanam. So therefore Indriya Sanyama is important. Therefore it is offered. And Prana Karmani referring to the karma which this Prana, Apana, Dhyana, Udana, Samana, all the Prana Karmani. The Pancha Pranaha referring to that. So therefore they are offered into this Atma Sanyama Yoga. Therefore this Atma Sanyama Yoga now Jukhvati. This is Jukhvati is the word we use for the offering Aguti. Aguti, another word is Jukhvati. Aguti is a noun. Jukhvati is the Kriya Padam. So Jnana Deepite Jukhvati. Jnana Deepite. Jnanam is Jnana Deepite in the Deepa, in the light of this Jnanam. That is, in this Jnanam, which is Deepa. Deepa is light. So Asmin Jnana Yajna, this is the Yajna for Sadhanam for Jnanam. Therefore, Jnana Prakashanena, for the Jnana Prakasha, so all the Indriyas and Prana Karmani means we can take it as the Karmani or the Samasta Pranaha, all the Pranas and their relative functions. All these are offered into the Indriya Agni for Jnana Prakasha. Jnanena, for Jnana Prakashanaya, Chukwati, it is offered. Prakshipanti into this Agni. What Agni? Atma Sanyama Yogagni. Agno. It is Saptami Vibhakti. It is Adhikarana Karaka. So into this Atma Sanyama Yoga, the yoga meaning the discipline which is called Atma Sanyama, that is Shama, into this for the Jnana Deepite, for Jnana Prakashanaya, and Apare, others, the Dasha Indriyani as well as the Prana Karmani, they offer. This is one sadhana. So total 5 sadhanams are talked about. All these sadhanams which are looked upon as yajna are meant for gaining sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. So here what Bhagavan Krishna highlights is the means for gaining chitta shuddhi. That is sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. How sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is gained? It is through karma. It is through action. What are the karmas possible? How the karmas possible? Karmas are possible through Sharira Manasangata, Sharira, body, mind, and senses. Therefore, look upon everything as an yajna, so that you gain Chitta Shuddhi. That is the idea. So, all these ideas are taken in only from the Upanishad. And here it is, without saying it is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. We know it is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti because we have seen elaborately what it means in Tattvabodha and other context. Therefore, that is what the highlight here. Therefore, Jnana Sadhanani. That is why this is Jnana Sadhanani. Up to 24th shloka, Jnanam was talked about. And what is the means for the Jnana Sadhanam? The means for Jnanam is Shastram, Shastra Patanam, Shastra Jnanam, no doubt. But to get into the Shastram, to get into the Jnanam, the preparatory disciplines are this Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. That is required only when it is there, then only one can get into the study of the Shastra. And what are the disciplines for gaining the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti? That is presented in the form of varieties of yajnas, sadhana. It will continue. It is going to continue. Next, it talks about Swadhyaya Yajna and Dravya Yajna and Prana Yajna. Different sadhanas will be talked about. We will see. We will see that in the next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.